can't see you.
No, hold on, baby. We're live streaming.
So I should get through everywhere.
That's the exact opposite of what you should do.
Are we really live streaming?
Click on.
Hello, everybody.
Are we live?
Yes,
Really live streaming. Click on.
we are.
Hi, guys.
Hey. Wait for some people to hop on. It's a little laggy. Okay, so we're live streaming from Zoom into the group. So we have you pulled up on another device so that we can see questions, comments, all that stuff. So feel free to comment, say hello, say what's up.
What's up?
Oh, hold on. Say hello. Okay. Ooh, I'm so country. Country. I will cut you.
Okay, you're already not. No.
Yeah. I believe
Okay,
that's
sorry.
hate speech, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. No hate speech is allowed. Not even if you want to cut somebody. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Amber. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Ellie. I think is how you say it. Felicia. Leanne. Hey. We are the three Amigas. We're so excited to pour into you guys. We met we met in person last summer. Well, Amber and Jackie already knew each other. I'm the only new person here. Rude, whatever. But we connected on a level last summer that was amazing. And we've been working together ever since. And a few months ago, we started this little 3 Amiga clan, and we've been kind of doing training every Thursday night. And we love to pour into others. And so we thought, why not do an active in April and put the 3 Amiga spin on it? So that's what we're doing. Today we're just going to introduce ourselves and tell you what Action 1 is. We're going to give you an action every day, something that's actionable that you can do in your business, that you need to that you need to do consistently. And so yeah. Anyways, Jackie, take it away.
Okay. All right. Hello. All right. So active in April, for those of you who may not be familiar, this is something that a group of Superstar directors had started in 2020. It was right after the world got turned upside down, and they were looking, everybody at that point was looking on how do we work our businesses through all of this with everything happening. And so it was a movement that started that honestly was like the best idea ever, because it catapulted our businesses, your businesses probably, if you were here at that time. And it just did such amazing things for the Scentsy overall culture. So we thought, like Cassie said, we were going to put our spin on it. So that's what this group is here to do, is to, regardless of your title, regardless how long you've been with Scentsy, all the things, if you have a team, if you don't, whatever, your goal this month is to at least be active, which if you are not familiar with the term active, that's a minimum of 200 PRV. So no matter what region you're in, whatever dollar sign you use, 200 PRV is active. So that's what we're encouraging everybody to do. And like Cassie said, that's what we're here to do, is to give you actionable things to do that. So we are going to kick it off with bookings. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to talk about myself first. Okay, I'm Jackie Duran. I am a star director out of Lee Summit, Missouri, which is right outside of Kansas City. I have been with Scentsy for 10 years. I absolutely love what I do. Since 2019, I officially retired from my corporate 9-to-5 cubicle life. And I honestly would not trade not only these ladies, but this life for anything. And I will put my little caveat on that to say this is not what I intended to ever do when I hit that join button. I was a hobbyist. I never was going to be the full-time Scentsy person, and here we are. And like I said, I wouldn't have it any other way. So you guys can do anything you want to do. The sky is the limit. There is no limit on what you decide that you want out of this business, whether that's to just have some extra money, whether that's to put, as we all know now, put gas in the car because that costs an arm and a leg, groceries on the table, or if you've got bigger dreams, to pay off debt, to take care of all the things, right? Hashtag income disclosure. Or if that is to eventually get to being able to get this into a full-time business, you can do all the things. You can do all the things. I think mindset has a lot to do with that. And so you guys are already here, which tells us that you guys are ready to jump in. So we're excited to have you, and you'll learn more about us and get to hear from us a lot this month as we go. And I'll turn it over to Amber.
Okay, well, I think we should throw it back to Cassie because she didn't tell us who she was.
Okay, good point. Cassie.
So,
Cassie.
Ms. Baker, would you please tell us about yourself, and then we'll go back to me.
Okay, well, thank you for dropping that income disclosure, Jessica Turner. Appreciate that. I'm Cassie Baker. I'm a director out of McGee, Arkansas. If you don't know where McGee, Arkansas is, don't feel bad. It's a very small town in southeast Arkansas on the border of Louisiana and Mississippi. I call it the armpit of Arkansas. So I was a full-time nurse, and I have since retired since I joined. Did I say when I joined? I joined August 15th, 2019. I left my full-time job in July of 2020, so not quite a year in. Some things happened, Corona happened, and nursing was not the same, and I needed to be able to be home with my kids. And so I was already a director at the time. I hit director very fast. And I was like, you know what, we're just gonna go all in. So I've been doing this ever since. I love it. And I am the person who's going to talk to you about where you live, who you know, how many consultants are in your town, all of the things, because I'm from a very small place. And so people who are from rural places think that, oh, I can't do that. I know Jackie can. She's in Kansas City. She can do that. But honestly, it has nothing to do with where you live or who you know. It has everything to do with the power of the internet and what you're willing to do with your time. And we're going to pour some of that into you this month. And I'm super excited for you to learn because I don't know a lot of people personally, but people know me on the internet. Okay. So I don't sell to a whole bunch of local people. I sell to a whole bunch of people all over the United States. And I connect with them and I build relationships and I share what I love. And so that's what it's all about. And so I'm super excited to get to pour into y'all this month. Amber, your turn.
Okay, thanks. And by the way, thanks for not telling me that my name was wrong on Zoom. So thanks for that, guys. Good looking out.
What was it wrong?
Yes.
My bad. Were you Tracy?
Yes. So my name is Amber Dixon. I am a director. I am from currently Hannibal, Missouri, formerly Centralia, Missouri. So I have been with Scentsy since August of 2011, so a long time. And I would say that I am the slow track to director girl. It took me 8 years to become a director. When I joined, I really did not think that this would be anything other than to make money for my daughter's dance classes. Like that's literally, I loved the product and I was like, you know what, I can make some money off of this and I don't have to worry about, paying for my daughter's dance classes. So that's what I did. And then fast forward to June of last year, I was able to retire from my nursing career after 20 years. And so that was fabulous. And so I've been doing this full time now for almost a year. And so I'm still like getting acclimated to this whole staying at home and working by myself and for myself, but I don't always work by myself because I work with these girls literally almost every day. So that's fabulous. And what else was I supposed to say? I forgot. I think that's about
Let's
it.
talk
I'm
about
super excited for this. And just getting to help other people, and it's such a vast array of support that you're going to get from us, because as much as we love each other and we spend a lot of time together, we are three completely different people, and we have had three completely different paths in our Cincy careers. And so I feel like we can bring so much because we have done way different journeys in this whole process. So that's super exciting.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
think it's important to remember that where you are in your journey today, you can't compare to somebody in their journey who's been in there for 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. Me comparing myself to Jackie or Amber, and I've been in for, it'll be 3 years in August, and they've been in for 10 plus years. That would just be kind of ignorant of me to try to compare myself to where they are, how big of a team they have, the numbers they hit every month, all of that stuff. It would be silly of me to try to compare myself to where they are now. So from the get-go, know that comparison is the thief of joy, and we don't compare. So throw that out the window. Do not compare yourself to anybody else, because it's only going to bring you down, and it's going to make you unhappy, and you're going to lose your joy. So focus on you, put your blinders on, put your head down, and get to work. And know that you can do hard things, very hard things. You can do anything that you put your mind to. We are big on claiming what we want, saying it out loud, writing it down, saying that's mine. The Bible says I can have what I say. I can have what I say. So if you're going to hear a lot about Jesus from me, that's just the girl that I am. But I'm very biblical, and I line it up with the word, and that's how I do things. So if you want something, claim it. We pray over our businesses. Actually, they make me pray over our businesses most of the time. But we believe that God has brought us to this point in our lives. We believe that this is God lining it up to take care of us in our futures. So we're super excited. And let's talk about booking parties. So, right?
Yes.
That is that's how I get a lot of my PRV. Amber Dixon is the queen of home parties. I like Facebook parties. I've done a couple of home parties. I kind of lock up at home parties. I'm really outgoing if I know you and in person or on the internet. But when I don't really know people that I'm around, I kind of get shy, and I'm like, oh. So anyways, so your action today is to book some parties. So let's talk about who you're going to talk to book those parties, what types of messages you're going to send, or phone calls you're going to make, or voice messages you're going to send, or whatever. We are completely against the hey girl, hey messages. We don't do that. We are completely against hopping in people's inbox when they first add us to Facebook and saying, hey, I sell Cincy, you want to buy some? We don't do that here. We teach a different approach of how to network, build relationships, and social sell. So what are y'all's tips for booking parties? Jackie and Amber. And if y'all have tips, y'all drop them in the comments. We want to see your tips too.
I'll start.
Okay.
All right. So I would say for me personally, I have had the best success booking parties, because I'm not really calling them parties. So that's why I say parties in that way. So because you guys know as well as we do, right, that a lot of people get turned off as soon as they hear the whole party scheme. Not that it's a scheme. It's just, they have their own conceived opinions about it. So I like to offer my customers and to people that I'm meeting and offer them what I call exclusive shopping links. And 9 times out of 10, when I do that, it's usually me when I'm reaching out to either somebody who has maybe placed an order with me or is showing interest on, whether it's Instagram or what have you. And I usually will just reach out and I'll say, oh, you love this warmer. That's, this warmer is beautiful. I'd like, if you're interested, there's a really great way for you to get this. You can earn it free or get it half price. And I can just set you up with an exclusive shopping link. It is good for 90 days. So any purchases you make on Scentsy, you can shop through your own link. Or if you want to share that with your friends or people that you follow on, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, any purchases they make will also go towards your shopping link. And then that's really what I do is I kind of just walk them right into it. 9 times out of 10, I'm not asking them, hey, would you like? It's, hey, I'm going to set this up for you. And this is going to benefit you because all these orders are going to get you the Scentsy that you want without having to pay retail. And so that's kind of how I do mine. I still will do a Facebook party from time to time, but even those are starting to get few and far between. I'm noticing with my customer base that they're really kind of backing away from that whole party concept that we've come to know and love, and have really poured a lot of time and energy into learning how to do. So those shopping links are what is working for me with bookings. So I will just kind of tie it up and say, no matter how it is that you're doing it, no matter how it is you're describing it, be confident in it. And like I said, I don't ask, I just offer the opportunity to do that. Right. So it avoids those conversations or those uncomfortable conversations where then you feel like you got to explain everything. And then you're like, did I even tell that right? And now they're really confused and they're backing away in fear and they're probably blocking me on social media now. So I've gotten over that and just kind of lead in with it. So it's what can I offer? What can I serve this customer by doing? So that's how I do the bookings currently.
I love that. Serving others. I love that.
Yeah. So I kind of do the same thing. I kind of call it, I walk them into it. Not necessarily talk them into it, but like if someone messages me and like, hey, I need some light bulbs, or I really like that warmer, or something like that, I'll just kind of message them and be like, girl, let me just throw you a little bag of some samples together and you can just show them to your friends and stuff. And if you can get some orders, you can totally get that for free or half price. Like I just I don't call it a party, and I don't, let me help you do this. Let me help you get this for free, or let me help you get this for half price. Because, you just want to show them that you don't have to pay full price for that, first of all, because everybody wants to save money, right? So, sorry, I was sidetracked with the stickers. Like a squirrel.
You and your.
I know. So I literally like kind of walk them into it instead of like trying to talk them into having a party. Like party's such a bad word. And Facebook is stinking dead for parties. Like I hardly even offer that anymore. I'm like, let's do a bag party. Let's do a home party. I love home parties. That's just kind of my element. And so I have like a certain like groups of people, and they all kind of rotate doing home parties. And I have one of them in Centralia, and all the friends like rotate who's going to do the party. And it's the same way here in Hannibal. And so it's nice that way that I kind of have that group of people that will do the home parties for me, because I love, that's my thing. I love a home party. Because I'm a super anxious person and I get super nervous around people, but I also kind of turn into like the funny person, and I kind of, make fun of myself. And so that kind of makes it easier to do home parties. But I pretty much just kind of walk people into having parties. I don't ask. Make it an event, not a party. Stop saying the word party. Party is so outdated. We can't do it anymore.
Absolutely. So a lot of people in here are saying that their Facebook parties are slow, and Facebook parties are still where I'm at. I love Facebook parties. In fact, I created a whole mock party on a Trello board. We are loving Trello and using it for all the things. So I created a mock party on Trello, and I share it with my team and with my, with everybody. And I'll share it with you guys too. And I go ahead and I don't use Visly. I don't use SendShare. The third-party apps are really blocking posts. Facebook's blocking their posts, and so nobody's seeing them. So I've started going back to scheduling my posts through Facebook, and I've noticed a huge change since I've started doing that. And then I will share some verbiage like on what I say or how I book those parties. And then everybody who shops on my PWS, I get a lot of PWS orders. I think last month I had 160 PWS orders. I get a lot of them. But if they spend above a certain amount, I go ahead and send them a text that says, hey girl, thank you for your order. I appreciate you so much. I've created you a shopping link. Over the next 90 days, you can share this with your family, friends, coworkers, whoever, and they can order through this link, and you'll reap the rewards. And so I've done that, but Facebook is still where it's at for me. That's where a brunt of my PRV comes from, is Facebook parties. And so you just kind of have to learn how to work them.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
So you just automatically go ahead and create that link for them?
Yep. I just create the link and I send it in my thank you text.
I love that.
Learn that from Debbie Pitts Palmer.
That's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot.
DPP.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
DPP. That's
But
fine.
if I wouldn't have, I would have forgot.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. And I saw a video that Debbie had shared, and so I was like, that's a really good idea. And is everybody gonna use that link and do something with it? Absolutely not. But are some people gonna be like, oh yeah, I need 3.5 price Scentsy? Absolutely, they will. So it's just like people who join your team. Like, you have to recruit the many to find the few, right? You've heard that 100,000 times. Okay, you might recruit 10 people and only 2 of them are actually going to work their business, and that's fine. You might get 5 hostesses and only 1 of them actually qualifies, and that's fine too. And that's why you have to do so many parties, for lack of better words, scent socials, scent events, whatever, to get the results that you want. So every party that I do does not qualify. Absolutely not. If it gets close to qualifying, I will add an order to it. Like if somebody places an order with me and I'm putting it in, I'll add it to that party just so that they can get their rewards. That provides good customer service, and that keeps your customers, your hostesses, coming back time and time and time again. I have one this past week, actually. I added an order that she was at like 175, and I added a $150 order to it. And I messaged her and I was like, hey, we were trying to get you qualified for your rewards. I added a $150 order to this, and she literally cried. She's like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And then I was like, and because you are one of my faves, I'm offering you an extra half price reward. Use that perpetual to provide good customer service.
Yeah.
You don't have to know that's a perpetual reward and that you're going to get it anyways. Offer it. That is good customer service. So that's what I'm doing with parties.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes. And we're going to make a post with all the ideas and all of the things and verbiage and that kind of stuff. We're all going to share, like, our own spin on things, and you can take them, you can put your spin on them. The biggest tip that I can give you is, no matter what, remain, oh crap, where did my wording go?
Remain positive, remain hopeful.
No,
remain
be positive,
consistent.
authentic. Be authentic. Sorry about that. Sometimes, words are hard.
Words are hard.
Hard.
We know.
So
I almost cut my finger off, just FYI, while you were talking.
Scentsy emergency.
Well, the words were hard. I was going to try and help, and then I almost cut my finger off, but it's okay. I'm safe now.
There was a comment there about Amber is saying that she has regular VIP links for her true VIPs, but she was thinking, if you do this for all your customers, you're going to end up with like 20 links, and most just be there with 2 orders. Is it successful? And I know Cassie, like Cassie was just talking about, right? Like adding, even if it's a random order or an individual order that somebody's placing, adding it to those parties. So I kind of do the same thing. And I also will, especially with my regular customers or the people in my VIP group, I will usually tell them, you know, hey, when you're getting ready to place an order, feel free to pick, you know, any of the parties listed, right? Because if they don't have a party link for themselves, you know, they don't care. At the end of the day, they're just trying to put their order in. So, again, it's just helping somebody else. It's kind of like, you know, I'm going to pay for the car behind me at Starbucks, right? So when they're placing their order, you know, I just say, pick a name, or, you know, if you know somebody, then choose their party, and that will help. And yeah, if you end up with 20 links, you end up with 20 links, right? Those are good for 90 days. And so you can continue to add to those as you know, those individual orders come in or things like that. And if I find that I've created a link for somebody and literally even that person hasn't even ordered on it, after probably about 3 weeks or so is when I will message them and just say, hey, don't forget, you've got this shopping link and I want you to be able to get, you know, not have to pay retail for your Scentsy. And so it's just kind of a nice little reminder. I'm not hounding them. I'm not trying to ride them. I'm not messaging them every week like this is where you're at, right? People don't want that stress. They don't, that's not what they're here for, right? They want to be just, you know, they want to not pay retail. Let's be real. I don't. And I try not to. I have my own parties that I will put up there. I have what I call like the catch-all parties. And it'll be, you know, April orders here, right? And those are the ones that when they close, and we'll talk more about this, I'm sure, this month about utilizing the host kits. But
Yes, we will.
Like,
you know,
if you don't have an open party on your link right now that just says like online orders here or April, I a lot of times will just put them like April catch-all or March catch-all. So that way, if they don't know anybody and they don't know what to do, they catch-all, like I'll click that, you know? So if you don't have that, go to your workstation right now and open a ding dang party, because you just do it.
Yeah. Because I don't like to pay retail either, right? But I like my Scentsy. I use Scentsy every single day in this house, whether it's warming wax, whether it's putting the diffuser on, whether it's cleaning the kitchen, right? I use it every single day. And so I don't want to pay for it. And I know that my customers are the same way. So you just utilize those. And if, you know, if one of those links never ends and never gets anything, then no big deal, right? Just, you know, at the end of its 90 days, you can either rename it, give it to somebody else, give it to yourself, or just delete it. So not a big deal.
It's an option too. If you only get a couple orders and there's not even very much on the party at the end, you can still switch the hosts to you and build on that party. And you can send the host a little thank you gift, whatever, a scent circle, whatever you want to send, you know, and tell them thank you, you know, your party didn't qualify or whatever you want to do. But don't, just because a party did not get $200 in sales does not mean that it can't be successful. You just need to switch it over to you, honey boo boo, and you need to add the orders to it, because we're not just going to throw what could have been away. Right. We're going to make it. So that's what I do. And especially if I have hostesses that like maybe, you know, only get like $50 in orders, I'm going to send them a thank you gift or offer them a half price with that perpetual. But I'm going to change the host of the party to me. And then I'm going to start building on that party, because I don't want to waste that PRV.
Right.
I don't want to waste it. So at the end of the day, that's really what it is, right? For one, it's PRV, but for two, that's just literally giving host rewards, letting host rewards die, you know? Right. So whether or not you're giving them to a customer, you know, to one of those VIPs, maybe somebody placed an order with you last month that was like $150. And you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could say thank you. Well, a great way to say thank you is the next time you close a party, get that perpetual and say, hey, thanks so much for your order last month. That was fabulous. Thank you for supporting my business. I happen to have a half price or a 50% off reward. Is there anything you need right now? I'd be happy to take care of that for you, right? That's, again, serving those customers.
Yes.
At the end of the day, that's what they love, is you serving them
Mhm.
and you doing them a service. So we're not going to get up into all the follow-ups and all that stuff right now, but we will this month. But it's just going to be actionable things every single day that you need to be doing in your business. It's not going to be the frilly QR code parties and the host coaching and all of the things. It's going to be simple, actionable things that you can do every single day without all the fluff and all the frill, all of that. We're going to share simple happy mail that mails with one stamp. We're going to share how we do our happy mail, all of that stuff. And it's going to be simple, actionable. That is what we're all about, is simplicity. And we want y'all to be able to duplicate the things and then share with your team so that they can duplicate the things. And a lot of things that people do, especially superstar directors who are already at the top and they've already, made a name for themselves and doing all the QR code parties and the pouch parties and what else do they do? The scavenger hunt parties and all of the things. And it's just, you have to print this off and send this and put stickers on this and do this and make this card and it's just a lot for a lot of people. I know it's a lot for me because I'm just like, I ain't even got time to be doing all that. Like, I could be networking with somebody or something while y'all trying to get me to print off some scavenger hunts. But knowing when you send these scavenger hunts out, they probably throwing them in the trash. They ain't scavenger hunting nothing. So we like to keep it simple, Sally. Keep it simple, Sally. That's what we like. So anyway, let's see. Simplicity, scalable, and authentic. Yes, absolutely. Simple. That is what I need. I think, amen. Everybody needs simple. Really looking forward to it. Thank you, ladies. You're so welcome. If anybody has any questions, drop them in the comments. Do y'all have anything to add? I know you all know Jackie Dubran. So we had to get on here and introduce Cassie Baker and Amber Dixon. The Amber Dixon. I'm so sorry. I messed that up. The Amber Dixon. Because I'm still new, right? Like 2.5 years isn't a long time against these 11 and 12-year people. How many every year y'all been in?
Go ahead,
I'm
call
still
us old.
doing
It's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah, we're old. Thanks.
But we're gonna leave you with this. Okay. Let's talk about mindset just for a minute, okay? Because if there's one thing that I do, I believe in myself. And when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Okay. Last month I had a really big goal to sell 10,000 PRV. Okay. And I kind of want to talk to y'all about this because in the middle of the month, I said, I don't think I'm going to quite hit 10,000 PRV. And you know what? If you don't hit your goal, that is okay. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to adjust. You're going to adjust. And you're going to set a different goal. Okay? So I set a different goal and I blew it out of the water. Okay? I set a different goal and I blew it out of the water. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to boast. I am trying to tell you what is possible for everybody in this group, anybody who's watching this live. Did I ever think that myself, coming from a little bitty town with less than 2,000 people, could sell $7,000 in a month? No, I did not. But do you know who did that? Me. Okay. This little, well, I'm not little, I'm kind of chunky, but this girl that comes from Southeast Arkansas, the armpit of the United States of America. Okay, if I can sell over $120,000 in Cincy in 2.5 years, you can too. You can too. Because there ain't nothing special about me. I don't do nothing special. I don't do all of the frilly, fluffy things. I'm literally me and I share my love. So from the get-go, let's kick all of the I can't do's and all of the I can't be like that. We're kicking that to the curb because mindset matters and you can do anything that you put your mind to. If you say you want to sell 7K, go sell 7K. You can do it. If you say you want to get annual sales, go get it. You can do it. If you want to be an annual mentor, you can do it. Go get it. Okay? You're talking to the girl that didn't even know what annual sales was until I hit it last year. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay? So you can do hard things. You can do anything that you put your mind to, literally. It's just all about mindset and believing in yourself and saying, you know what? I can do the dang thing. And then go do it.
Dang thing.
Dang thing. And then, so saying it and then taking those simple actions consistently every single day will get you where you want to be. So.
All right. So should we give them, should we encourage them to maybe reach out to at least 5 people today? Whether that's previous customers, whether it's your BFF from high school, whatever, just reach out. And like Hessa said at the beginning, we're not the hey girls, right? Okay, we're not that. So reach out and, you know, if they've been a customer, offer them, hey, I'd like to set you up a link. That way you can get some free and half price. It's open for 90 days. And let's try and get 5 links, parties, sent socials, whatever we're calling them, try and get those started, right? We've got an incentive going on right now, helping us to, you know, focus on other products that are within our catalog. So we want to get started on that. We don't want to wait until that last week of May and go, oh crap, I want to get this incentive and now we need to sell all these bath product, whatever it is, right? So start now. We're starting at the beginning, guys. So we're going to challenge you. Reach out to 5 people, try and get 5 links, parties, whatever, booked and on the calendar and on your PWS.
Another idea is, like, if you post something Cincy on your page, you're sharing Cincy or something, the people who like those things and never comment, connect with those people. Connect with those people. And some people, it takes them, you know, several times to decide that that's what they need to do, or they need to do that, or they need to buy that, or whatever. Keep sharing, but reach out to those people. So if somebody liked your post on Facebook about Cincy or Instagram or wherever, it's okay to send them a message. Hey, I seen you liked such and such warmer, or you like those fragrance flowers, or you like that cleaner, or whatever. How would you like to earn that for free or half price? That's completely okay. That's not a hey girl, hey. That's somebody who showed interest by liking, who hasn't said anything, and you're just making that first connection. So there's so many people that if you're racking your brain and you're thinking, who can I message? Who can I call today? I don't know. There are people. So reach out to those people.
We had a question from Ashley. Do you ever hear that they don't want to host a party? And yeah, we don't really call it hosting a party. It's, you know, do you want to earn free and half price Cincy? Do you want to not pay retail, right? So just change your wording a little bit. And
yes, we still get those.
Serve better.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, we still get those.
Every day.
Yes,
every day we get those.
Every single no that you get brings you one step closer to the yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah, yes, we get no's all the time. And I'm not salty when I get a no either. I still say, thank you so much for considering. I appreciate it. If you need anything, let me know. I'm still going to engage with that person and still try to build the connection with that person. And, you know, just because somebody tells me no, I'm not going to get all of my feelings and butt hurt over it and like block them from Facebook or something. No, I'm going to let them continue watching my journey. Absolutely.
Because one day they may want to.
Right.
You know,
that's
there's
right.
so many people that sit and watch you on the sidelines that if you're not sharing, you're missing out. And you're possible potential customers, hostesses, and new team members, they're all missing out because you're not sharing. So put it out there. And if you know what, if you have to even consider saying, what if they get tired of seeing my Cincy post? You don't want them to be your friend anyways, because I mean, your friends should support you regardless of, you know, what you do or what you post. I mean, I guess to a degree, let me rephrase that. But if they get sick of seeing my Scentsy posts, I guess they can either unfollow me or hide me or whatever they need to do. But I'm going to continue doing what I need to do.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, this is me. So if you don't want to see my Scentsy post, I guess you should probably unfriend me, because Scentsy is like a huge part of my life. So don't feel like you're oversharing or over posting. I mean, you definitely want to mix it up, but just put it out there, put it all out there.
I also put out a poll to ask people if they used their personal page, VIP, or both. And a lot of people keep their business in a VIP group. And I'm going to tell you that if you're keeping your business within your VIP group and it's only visible to those people in your VIP, you are doing yourself a huge injustice. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Take it
you
from
need
me personally, because that's how I used to do mine. Was I never posted anything Scentsy on my personal page. It was all on my business page. And I didn't, because I didn't want people to feel like, oh my God, all she does is post about Scentsy. Well, yeah, I mean, I got bills to pay over here. This is what I'm doing. So, you know, I finally got to the point where I'm like, you know, I don't care if they don't want to see my Scentsy post. Like, so yeah, I do share them both. And usually I share from my business page to my personal page. Like, hey, not only am I sharing the Scentsy, like, hey, I got a whole business over here. Come over here too. Like, come see me. I'm everywhere.
Literally.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yeah. I'm excited to share some stuff with y'all. We can't hit everything in one day, y'all.
No.
We would be done. We
We
gotta
could
stop
sit here and
somewhere.
talk all day, but we got things to do, girls.
Yes.
We got empires to build,
Yes.
dinners to go to, and Grammys to watch. So
Yes.
BTS. Am I doing it
Yeah,
right?
if you're a BTS fan, then Amber Dixon is your best friend now, because she is.
got you. Finger hearts.
Yes.
Love you guys.
All right, guys. Have a great Sunday. Book those parties.